Imagine waking up every morning with a mind so clear and strong that not a inch big or small can shake you. What if you could face stress, setbacks, or criticism with a calm smile, knowing you are in control of your thoughts and actions? This isn't just a dream. It's the Stoic way of life, a philosophy practiced for centuries by thinkers like Marcus Aurelius Seneca and Epictetus to build resilience, wisdom, and inner peace. The Stoics believe that the words you repeat out of yourself every day shape your mindset guide. Your decisions and define your track your negative thoughts, trap you in fear and doubt. But simple, powerful phrases can transform how you see the world and empower you to live with purpose. In this video, I'm sharing 10 Stoic affirmations to say daily each, carefully chosen to help you stay grounded, grow stronger, and become the best version of yourself. These aren't just words. They're tools to rewire your brain and thrive in any situation. Stay with me until the end because these ideas could change how you live every single day. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell to join our community of people seeking a more meaningful life. I'm here to share practical wisdom to help you grow, and I'd love for you to be part of it. Let's dive into the 10 Stoic phrases, each with a clear lesson and real-life examples to make them stick. When I control what I don't, what happens? This powerful idea from Stoicism teaches us a fundamental lesson. Life can be divided into two parts: what we can control and what we can't. We have a control over our thoughts, actions, decisions, and efforts, but we don't control the outcomes, other people's reactions, or external events. Epictetus, of the great Stoic philosophers, viewed it this way: you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this and you will find strength. Let's consider a real-world example. Imagine preparing for a big presentation at work. You spend hours researching, practicing, and rehearsing your speech you deliver it confidently, thinking you've done everything right. But after the presentation, your boss doesn't give you the praise you were expecting. If you focus solely on their reaction, you'll feel disappointed and discouraged. But if you shift your focus to the effort you put in and the quality of your preparation, you'll realize you did your best, and that's something you can be proud of. The key here is to focus on what you can control, your actions, rather than the result, which is expand your influence. This Stoic principle of focusing on what you can control is the key to emotional resilience. Next time you're stressed about something, whether it's a test, a date, or an important meeting, stop and ask yourself, what can I actually control here? Maybe it's showing up on time, preparing thoroughly, staying calm, or simply giving your best effort. These aerial things within your power, write them down. Focus on those actions and let go of the worry over the results. Whenever your mind starts to drift into anxiety, yourself, I control what I do, not what happens. This mindset helps reduce stress by redirecting your energy toward things that are within your control rather than fixating on the uncontrollable. The more you practice this mindset, the more natural it becomes to focus on what you can control and let go of what you can't. You'll start feeling less stressed and more at peace because you'll no longer tie your self-worth to things outside of your influence. By focusing on your actions and your response to situations, you'll find strength in knowing that no matter what happens, you gave your best. Over time, this way of thinking will transform how you approach challenges, setbacks, and even successes. Instead of letting external events dictate your emotional state, begin to master your own response. And the more you practice this, the stronger and more grounded you'll become. Life will still have its ups and downs, but with this mindset, you'll always have the power to choose how you react. True strength lies not in changing the world around you, but in mastering your own thoughts, actions, and responses to every problem. Teaches me something. This powerful Stoic idea reminds us to approach challenges not as personal attacks, but as opportunities for growth. Marcus Aurelius famously said, "The impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way." In essence, obstacles aren't just obstacles, they can be the very things that help us move forward and learn new lessons. Life is full of challenges, both big and small. Think about a time when you faced a difficult moment, like failing an exam or losing a job. At the time, it may have felt discouraging and disheartening, but looking back, those experiences likely taught you something. Maybe they taught you resilience, patience, or the importance of planning God. Perhaps you learned the value of not giving up after a setback. Even personal disappointments, like a friend letting you down, can be valuable learning experience. In such moments, you may realize the importance of setting boundaries or trusting your own strength to move forward. Even small inconveniences, like waiting in a long line at the store or being stuck in traffic, can carry lessons. These everyday annoyances, while frustrating, can help you develop patience, mindfulness, and self-control. The next time you feel your frustration building, you can take a step back and recognize that even these small sparks can be opportunities to grow. The key is to pause when something goes wrong and ask yourself, what's this teaching me? Instead of getting swept up in frustration, take a moment to reflect. Is the challenge teaching you discipline, empathy, or resilience? Is it encouraging you to stay calm and composed? By doing this, you turn each challenge into an opportunity to learn something valuable. When you practice at this mindset, you'll start seeing problems not as obstacles, but as stepping stones, instead of feeling defeated. When things don't go as planned, you'll feel empowered because you'll know that each experience is shaping you into a better, stronger person. The next time something goes wrong, remind yourself, every problem teaches me something. Take note of the lesson you've learned and let it guide you as you continue to grow over time. This mindset shift will allow you to approach life's challenges with a sense of calm and confidence. Instead of viewing problems as roadblocks, you'll see them as opportunities to become more resilient, capable, and prepared for whatever comes your way. 3. I can handle this. These 4 words carry incredible power, especially when life feels heavy. The Stoics deeply believe that if a challenge appears in your path, it's because you're capable of facing it. Marcus Aurelius, the great Stoic emperor, wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." This means that while we may not control what happens to us, we always have the ability to control how we respond. Think back to a time when you were convinced something was too hard to break up, a failure, an overwhelming workload. You probably doubted yourself, felt anxious, maybe even considered giving up, but here's the truth. You got through it. You're still worth it. Alone is proof that you're much stronger and more capable than you often give yourself credit for. Imagine you're in a financial crisis, bills are piling up, income is tight, and the pressure feels unbearable. In that moment, it's easy to panic or feel hopeless. But panic solves nothing. What makes the difference is action. You can pause, take a breath, and think clearly. What can I do? Maybe find a temporary side job, cut back in expenses, or reach out for help. The problem isn't the lack of money, it's allowing fear to paralyze you into inaction. Courage is not the absence of fear, but the refusal to let it control your decisions. That's what the Stoics taught. Resilience is built from within, no matter what life throws at you. You have the ability to face it one step at a time. You don't need to solve everything at once. Just focus on the next small action you can take. When you're overwhelmed, don't try to escape a feeling. Instead, ground yourself with the phrase, "I can handle this." It's a reminder that you've survived every hard moment life has thrown at you so far. You face disappointment, failure, heartbreak, pressure, and you're still standing. This isn't about pretending things are easy. It's about recognizing your inner strength. Your ability to endure, to adapt, and to grow stronger throughout difficulty. Real life application. Next time you're stressed or anxious, pause and take a deep breath. Write down one small action you can take right now, just one. Then say out loud or to yourself, "I can handle this." This mindset doesn't make problems disappear, but it gives you the courage to face them head on. It puts your focus back on what you can control, your response, your effort, and your attitude. With this approach, no challenge feels impossible. You become grounded, confident, and resilient, not because life gets easier, but because you become stronger, for nothing can upset me unless I let it this. Simple truth lies at the heart of Stoic emotional control. The Stoics believe that it's not events themselves that disturb us, but how we interpret and respond to them. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, said, "We suffer more often in imagination than in reality." In other words, most of our stress and frustration doesn't come from what actually happens. It comes from the meaning we attach to it. Take a common situation. Someone cuts you off in traffic. Your heart races, your temper rises, and you feel the urge to react but pause and think the only thing that happened was a car changing lanes. That's it. The rest, your anger, frustration, and tension, comes from your mind's reaction or picture getting a rude email from a coworker. It's easy to carry that negative energy with you all day, playing it in your head and letting it true in your mood. But you have a choice. You can decide whether that message deserves your peace or whether you let it go. This is the Stoic power, the ability to choose your emotional response. You can't control other people. You can't stop traffic, cancel a rude message, or change bad news, but you can choose how you respond to it. That's where your true power lies. You can allow it to bother you or no real life application. The next time something or someone triggers, you don't react right away. Take a breath and pause. Ask yourself, am I letting this still my peace? Then remind yourself nothing can upset me unless I let it. That one sentence is like a shield. It gives you space between the event and your reaction, allowing you to stay calm, centered, and in control. Whether it's an annoying delay, a rude comment, or unexpected bad news, you get to decide what energy you carry with you. With practice, this mindset can help you stay peaceful in situations that used to throw you off balance. You become less reactive, more mindful, and more emotionally resilient. Not because life is easier, but because you've stopped giving your peace away so easily. 5. What people think doesn't make me who I am. This is a reminder we all need, especially in a world where everyone seems to have an opinion on how you dress, how you live, what you post, or even how you speak. The Stoics believe that your worth isn't determined by outside approval, but by your inner character. Epictetus once said, "If your pain be external things, it is not they that disturb you, but your own judgment of them." In other words, it's not the comment, the look, or the silence that hurts. It's the meaning you give to it. Think about it. You post something on social media, something you felt good about, and it gets no likes. Suddenly doubt creeps in. Was it not good enough though? People might care, but in reality, the value of your expression didn't change. It's only your interpretation that did. Or imagine if G. Orker makes a Snyder mark about your ideas in a meeting. It stings. But ask yourself, do they truly understand your intention, your effort, or your goals? Probably not. Their opinion is just that, an opinion, not a definition of your worth. Marcus Aurelius reflected on this too. I have often wondered how it is that every man loves himself more than all the rest of men, but yet sets less value on his own opinion of himself than in the opinion of others. We forget that we know ourselves best. Yet we let strangers or critics' passing thoughts carry more weight than our own values, efforts, and principles. Real life application. The next time someone judges you or you feel honored, stop and ask yourself, do they really know me? Does this truly change well? I am chances or they don't, and it doesn't. Ground yourself with their reminder. What people think doesn't matter who I am. That phrase is like armor. It helps you stay true to yourself, walk confidently in your own path, and stop chasing approval from people who may never understand your journey. When you measure your worth by your integrity, courage, or effort instead of likes, praise, or attention, you become unical in the best way. Your self-respect grows stronger, and the noise of the world starts to fade. 6 right now is all I have. This idea is one of the most important teachings in Stoicism and in life. The Stoics especially Marcus Aurelius constantly reminded themselves that the only time that truly belongs to us is the present moment. Marcus wrote, "Confine yourself to the present." Why? Because the past is already gone, you can change it, and the future, it's uncertain. All we truly have is this moment right here, right now. Think Abatho, often we let life pass us by. Maybe are eating a nice meal, but instead of enjoying it, your mind is already worrying about tomorrow's problems. Or you're spending time with someone you love, but you're half listening because you're checking your phone or thinking about your to-do list. In those moments, you're physically present but mentally absent. That's not living, that's missing life as it happens. Even at work, we often think ahead about promotions, deadlines, or future success. But Stoicism teaches us to focus on what's right in front of us. Do your current task with full attention. If you're writing, write. If you're talking with a friend, listen with your whole heart. That's how we live with purpose, instead of drifting through life in a haze of distractions and future worries. Real life application: when you catch your mind wandering into regrets about the past or fears about the future, gently bring it back. Take a slow breath. Notice what's around you, the sound of your breath, the